Tonight we watched After.Life, right? After.Life, yep. All famous people, Christina Ricci, Justin Long, Liam Neeson. And, let's get right into it! Acting. I can never remember what order we do it in. Acting.
It's the same order every time.
Acting was good. I'll give it a 4.
I thought it was really good. I thought, yeah, everyone did a great job. Everyone was believable in their roles. I definitely like Liam Neeson as the villain. I thought, really good.
Was he the villain, though?
He was the villain. I'd definitely say 4.
No. I give it 4.
I don't know, what does a 5 look like for acting? I'll go with 4. But yeah, it was really good. Effects. What are you thinking for effects?
I'll give it a 3. I'll give it a middle of the road. It's all right. What year did this come out? 2009. So yeah, for a 2009 movie, which probably had pretty low budget because they spent it all on the actors. Yeah, I'd give it a 3. It's not the greatest. It was very, you could tell, but it was fine.
I'll say.
You wouldn't give it a 2, don't you?
I really want to give it a 2.
So give it a 2.
There was some really bad CGI. When they sewed up the cut on her forehead, that was obvious and terrible. And then the maggots later were even worse. I mean, for the scenes they had that were good, like her breath on the mirror looked real, and just some other things they did looked okay, but those were just so bad. And what little effects they had, there's really no excuse for them not being good. Like, they barely had to spend anything on effects for most of the movie. So the little bit they used could have been done good, and it wasn't. So yeah, I'm going 2. Story. What did you think about the story? You go first on this one.
Oh, man. See, the problem with the story is I like answers. And this gives you no answers, so I have to give it a 1.
A 1?
I'm not saying the story was bad necessarily.
Well, you kind of are. You're saying it's the worst.
But, I mean, is she dead? Is she not? You never know when they go back and forth so many times, and even in the very end, you never find out. It's just, I don't know. It really could play either way. I mean, Liam Neeson keeps saying, all you dead people do is piss and shit and breathe our air. And maybe when he was wiping away the breath that she was breathing onto the mirror, maybe she was dead, but it was just him not wanting her to think that she was still alive. But then they got the bromium hydra, whatever that he was injecting with her with. So I don't know. Was she? Wasn't she? I don't know. We don't know. It's one of those movies that I think they do it on purpose. The movie, it wants you to, I don't know, it wants you to think, but I hate that. I hate that so much. I gotta give it a 1.
No, I think in the whole movie they're making you think she's dead, and then at the end you find out he's the villain and he's killing them and making them think they're dead and then doing everything. And no, I thought they did a great job with that. I thought it was a really good twist because up until you think maybe she's dead, maybe she isn't, but either way you don't think he's in on it. Like, you don't necessarily think he's killing them. You just think she's somewhere in between. Then at the end, you find out that he's arranging it. So, no, I thought it was great. I like the story. I like the build-up. I like her turmoil going back and forth with being dead. I love him as the villain. I thought he was great. I'm going to give it a 4. I thought it was great.
I agree with everything you're saying except for the fact that he's actually killing people. I'm not saying that he is or isn't. I'm saying that they're leaving it open so much. They didn't answer it. You can interpret it that he is the killer. You can also interpret it that she was dead the whole time.
Yeah.
I mean, in the very end, after they stuck the thing inside of Justin Long, he still said after that, I'm alive. They showed him dying at the very end when it blacked out to credits, and he was still saying, I'm alive.
And he said, I'm not dead.
I'm not dead.
But we'll go with it.
So it's up in the air. You never know. I mean, your interpretation could be right, could be wrong. Who knows? But that's what it is. It's not actual.
Well, that's good movie making. You're supposed to leave people with the uncertainty and the questions in a horror movie. That's the point.
I also don't think it was a horror movie.
Well, it's more of a suspense kind of movie.
It's a
thriller. A suspense drama.
It's a thriller.
But I'm still giving it a 4.
Thriller.
Last thing, scare factor.
1.
See, I want to say 2 on this one too.
What? There was nothing scary or suspenseful at all.
I don't know. Just the whole thought of not being dead, or I don't know, being dead or not being dead, and
That's scary.
it's more scary.
No.
I don't know how to phrase it, but it's like scary elements, horror themes, and it's not like jump scares and things that startle you. It's more of just a very upsetting theme, something you'll still think about later, and it will be unsettling.
Upsetting isn't scary. I mean, if that was the case, then we'd have to give the gore movies that we've watched a 5 because that could be considered scary.
Dude, I didn't find those unsettling.
Scary and horror, not unsettling.
If we're just
or upsetting.
rating it on jump scares and things that startle you while you watch, that's
a part.
for
of,
me. That's not scary.
That's a part of scare, but it's not. It's just.
I'm
just
giving it a 2.
Just upsetting isn't. Can't consider it scare.
Well,
horror.
it's getting a 2.
All right, so After.Life gets a 3. It's fine. That's about where it should be, I suppose.
I'd rate it higher. I think it was really good. I know it doesn't sound like you'd recommend this one, but personally, I think this is a great movie. I think y'all should give it a watch.
This is the second time I've seen this. I didn't remember. I know I've seen it before. I don't remember it from the first time, so I was still up in the air about what was all going to happen during the movie. But yeah,
I recommend it. I think it's a good story, and I mean, we just spoiled it, but it has a
What?
really good twist.
Watch it if you want to hear what we're talking about. If you want to figure out if she's dead or not dead, the whole movie. That's, watch it and see for yourself. Tell me what you think. I'd be curious to know what you think.
Also, Christina Ricci naked, and everyone wants that because that's the best ever.
That alone
So,
gets a 5, but
yeah.
we're not rating any nudity categories.
No, I'm just saying for recommendations. That is mine. She's naked, so watch it. Good night.
Look.